How did you discover a family member's unbelievable lie? My brother Mark told me he had 6 months to live and wanted to make peace. What he really wanted was our family home. Mark and I were never close. He was a born manipulator, always looking for an angle. So when he showed up on my doorstep after 5 years of silence, looking gaunt and talking about a terminal diagnosis, a small, cynical part of me was suspicious. But he seemed so broken, and the rest of the family fell for it completely. He became a saint overnight. Then came the masterstroke. He announced he was adopting a child. It was his dying wish, he said, to leave a legacy. Everyone wept. I felt cold. Our parents will had a strange clause designed to keep the house in the family. It stated that the entire property would go to whichever sibling had a child residing with them. It was a ticking time bomb, and Mark had just lit the fuse. His stories about his chemotherapy sessions were vague. He was always too tired to have visitors at the hospital. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being played. So I did something I'm not proud of, but I don't regret. I hired a private investigator. It cost me nearly $2,000, money I barely had, but it was worth every cent. A week later, I got an email. Attached were photos of my dying brother on a golf course, laughing with some buddies, taken on the same day he was supposedly receiving a 5-hour chemo infusion. The rage I felt was pure ice. I hired a lawyer. We arranged a family meeting at her office, a sterile room with dark wood paneling that smelled of expensive leather. Mark came in looking frail, leaning on my aunt's arm. He was playing the part to the very end. My lawyer was calm and direct. "Mark," she said, "we'd like to see your medical records to ensure we can set up the proper trust for your child." Mark's face went pale. He started stammering about privacy, about doctor-patient confidentiality. My lawyer just slid a medical release form across the table. "Sign this and we can clear this all up." He stared at the paper as if it were a snake. The room was silent. Then he looked at me, his eyes filled not with remorse but with pure hatred for being caught. "I just wanted what was mine," he whispered. Before I could even respond, our aunt, who had been his fiercest defender, stood up and slapped him hard across the face. The sound echoed in the quiet office.